What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review video. I just watched this movie, and it was one that I thought I should make a video about because it honestly looks like it's kind of a cheesy horror movie if you just go off of the cover art. And so I wanted to just kind of make a video in case people were curious about it, because it is worth giving a shot to. It's a movie called, yikes, The Bloodsucker's Handbook. It just came out on DVD and digital. There's no Blu-ray. It's put out by a company called Wild Eye, who puts out a lot of like indie horror and cult kind of movies. This movie is marketed as a horror movie, but it has like a little bit of horror, but not much. It does have a vampire as promised, but that's not like the driving force of the movie. It follows a priest who's like a drunk and has sex with chicks and does all this crazy stuff. He's just kind of like a washed out priest, basically. And anyway, he's called in by the U.S. Marshals to basically interrogate a guy who's being held prisoner, and they think that he's a vampire. And this guy's a super douche. He's super pretentious. So the priest and him get into it, and they go back and forth. It's almost like a Hannibal Lecter, Clarice Starling kind of relationship for a little while. But anyway, it quickly deteriorates into complete madness. It's got this ridiculous stop motion like story of Vlad the Impaler that is just hilarious and awesome. And then it completely goes nuts. And it has stop motion, but it's mixed in with the regular people. So you have like a dog detective who's like from an old film noir movie, and he says all this funny shit. And then you have an old guy that's licking a toad. I mean, I don't think you can get too much better than an old guy licking a toad. It also has a pterodactyl dancing with like a chick who looks like a stripper, but she doesn't take her clothes off. There's they're like primates who run a bar. There's there's a lady eating worms in one scene. Anyway, it's totally surreal. It almost feels like a super micro budget David Lynch movie. And from what I understand, this movie was shot originally in black and white, and then they recut it, they recut the movie, they reshot some scenes, made it into color, and renamed it. I think it was made in 2012, and it just came out. This video is from 2016, is I think when they're credited as being Bloodsucker's Handbook. But anyway, like I said, it's marketed as a vampire movie, and if you're at like the rental store, it probably looks like a bunch of the other kind of cheesy vampire movies. And I just wanted to take a second to talk about it because I do think it's a fun movie. I don't know if it's a good movie, but it's definitely a fun movie. And it's so bizarre. It's definitely worth checking out. The dog detective is amazing. He's like just one of my favorite characters I've seen in any movie lately. So anyway, again, it's called Bloodsucker's Handbook, and it's on DVD from Wild Eye Films. It's really cool movie. Definitely really bizarre. So if you're at all interested in weird shit or like a talking dog or a pterodactyl, and the dog, like, by the way, drives a car, which is amazing. So anyway, it's just a cool movie, and I want to take a second to make a short video about it. If that sounds interesting, rent it. I think Amazon has it for rental through digital as well. So if you're interested, check it out, and thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.